my channel. Today I will be doing a Flower Park podcast through a video. I feel like it would be a fun and great idea to actually talk to people through a actual setup. So I set up my microphone, I have my laptop, I have my ring light. So I decided to do a little bit more of a production thing for this podcast. I did stop doing the podcast for a while just because I didn't know what I wanted to do with the podcast. So one of the things that I learned during this is that just create whatever you want. For me, YouTube is a very good creative space that I think that it's great for people like me that are very creative and want to produce their own content. So I want to take advantage of YouTube. I want to take advantage of the podcast and continue to do it because I feel like the podcast is actually growing into something bigger and I want to be part of that. I want to be part of that era. And I already started my podcast. I have about 4 to 5 episodes already on iTunes, which I will be linking down below on my subscription. But I wanted to do something actually a little bit more of a production and be able to have a camera set up. I recently bought the Canon M50 and I am in love with this camera. It's beautiful, it's perfect. I actually did a Cancun vlog with this camera, which I will link down below. And I will also link down on the subscription which hotel we stayed in. If you guys are interested, if you ever go to Cancun, I totally recommend that hotel called the Royal Sands. It was something that was a lot of fun. I did want to speak about a subject that I am personally am going through. And it's something that a lot of us are going through as well, especially in our 20s. I'm 25 right now, which is so crazy to think that I'm 25. I still think I'm 21, 22 or something. But a lot of us are experiencing change in many ways. I am as well. I am definitely not the same person I was when I was 17, and I am definitely not the same person I was when I was 21. Let me give you guys a little bit of an example of how I changed as a person during the years. So when I was young, 17, 18, I wanted to be married. I don't know if I wanted to have kids at that point, but I wanted to be married. I wanted to have like not a housewife, but like just live that like fantasy romantic, being in love, being married, having kids, blah, 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 at a very young age, because I thought that was what I wanted to be. I was a very like wifey type of girl, which I still am, but I'm just saying like back then, like you just don't understand all the possibilities that there's out there in the world. And you just feel like you're just meant to like fall in love, get married, have kids, have a big house, and that's it. And as the years have gone by, I actually managed to not have kids. The reason I say that, not to offend anybody, but I just say I was giving the opportunity not to have kids because I'm able to work on the career that I want to work in, that I don't think kids would be a good thing for me to have, just because of being out of the house all the time and needing a lot of space to be able to do that. So now that I'm 25 and not married and just I don't have kids, I don't want kids right now at all. No. And the reason I say that is because even with my pets, with my dog that I left in my parents' house, I don't take care of it as much as I should. And imagine a kid, I would not be able to do it. And now my life is totally different. I don't want to be married. I don't want to have kids. I want to be able to focus on my career. I want to be able to focus on my acting. I'm experiencing a lot of change right now. And it's something that you have to experience in your 20s. I cannot control it. It's something that I feel like everyone in their lifetime has dealt with it. So I want to know from you guys, people that are older than me, 30s, 40s, I want to know what you guys experience in your 20s, what kind of change you guys experience, because right now I am just losing it. I feel like many of us are losing it. We're scared. We are living in fear. And the reason I say that is because I am living in fear. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my career because it's still fresh. It's still something that I'm in the peak of my career, which is something like that I think many of us creative people are. It's hard to be at the top right away. It's not gonna happen overnight. And right now I'm at the point where I'm serving. I'm figuring how to be able to like get be able to do projects on my own and with my agencies and auditioning for shows here in Chicago. So I'm trying my best. This isn't the time for me where I'm starting. And I feel like a lot of the times we don't show that part. We usually just show the success of people's careers. And I want to let you guys know that this is my start off. This is where I'm starting from. Right now I'm filming in my kitchen. You know, it's something that I wish I had my own studio. That's a dream of mine. It's something that I want to have in the books. And I feel like I want to experience that. And being in my 20s, I kind of like, my whole mindset just shifted crazy. The things that I want now is not what I wanted 2 years ago. And it's a scary, scary feeling to deal with that. And I bet you a lot of people my age feel the same way. You don't know if you're in the career path that you want. Some of you guys are even already successful. I have friends that already have their careers going and they're very happy. They're getting paid well. They went to school right away. I went to school, but I'm in this process where I don't know if I should finish, if I should go more in the business side of production and TV and film, if continue to do acting. I'm just all over the place, and I want to let you guys know that you're not the only ones feeling that way. I post on my social media like I'm doing this commercial, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I am doing it, but behind the scenes, I'm still a server because it's quick, easy money, and then server and actors just go together. And I need that availability to have time to go to auditions and do all that jazz. So change is something that I feel like we all go through. And right now I'm as many of you guys know, I love Taylor Swift. And she just took out her 7th album called Lover. And in that package that I got when I bought the CD, it had a little description of like what the album is about, and she said something that kind of stuck by me, and she's someone that I really follow, and I appreciate what she says. She actually gave us part of her diary when she was younger, and she wrote down write down whatever fears you have, write them down. Whatever situation, hard time you're going in your life right now, just write it down and just trust me and believe that you'll get over it. Just like any other thing that happened in the past, I've gone through things that happened in the past and I got over it. I'm done with it. It's something that I already passed by and I'm happy now. If you would have told me back then when I was 17 or 18 that it would be over and you'll forget about it and it's going to pass by, I wouldn't believe you. And just like right now, whatever problems I have, they're going to pass by. It's going to transfer to a whole nother era, and just trust the process. But that's the difficult part, to trust the process when it comes to change, because many of us are scared of it. I'm freaking out about it right now. But it's something that we all go through. So I've decided to write down whatever problems, situations that I have going on right now, and just read them 6 months later, a year later, and then find out that I actually was able to manage to go through that. I was able to get rid of that fear. And then that's going to help you for future times that you have a problem, is that, okay, I have a problem, I'll write it down, and I know that in 6 months, in a year, it's going to pass by and it's going to be gone. We all have scars. We all have pasts that we're going to take on for the rest of our lives, and that's fine, because that's going to make that's what makes us who we are. And we all have it. Some people have it worse. Some people have it better than us. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what other people are doing. It just matters what you're doing. And change is something that it's going to happen regardless if you want it or not. I look at my life back then. The friends that I had, I don't have anymore. Where I would live, who I was surrounding myself with, the places that I don't go visit anymore. That's part of change. And for me, I like change where like I don't notice that it changed. That I'm just like, oh yeah, like I'm not there anymore, or yeah, like I'm over that person or whatever. That's something that for me that helps me like sneak in change, because I'm not the kind of person to be like, let's move to California, which I wish I could have the balls to do that, because a lot of people do have the balls to pack up their stuff and leave to California, but that's just another story. So I wanted to let you guys know that I'm dealing with change right now, and I'm I'm guessing that a lot of people are as well, because my friends are experiencing change in many ways. And then just talking about it in this podcast, I think that people are going to relate to what I have to say. And there has to be more people putting their stories out there from their beginnings, from where they're starting, because that's what we need most in this world, especially since we feel like there's people that have success overnight, which is not true. And it's fun and it's exciting to listen to other people's stories to figure out if you're going to be able to do it yourself. So this is my story. This is my journey that I want to be able to show you guys. So anybody that's there that's 18 years old, 17, that wants to be an actor, that wants to have a creative career, to see me doing what I have to do and going for it and just doing it. As a creative person, I'm always like, well, I'll do it when I get the camera. Oh, I'll do it when I get the lighting, the microphone, whatever. And at the end of the day, we have our iPhones, which is easy for us to turn that on and be able to record, create. And what I learned, something I saw this on YouTube, a creator was saying, like, just create. It doesn't matter if you don't know what the hell you're gonna do with your creative system like YouTube, just create. Do beauty, do talk about motivation, you could do cars, whatever you want to do. Just record anything, and then later on you're going to be able to find your rhythm, and you're going to be able to find your audience, and you're going to be able to find what you want to do when it comes to YouTube. But that's just me as a creative person. I love to edit, I love to create content, and I feel like I need to just practice that and put that to use. And that's why I wanted to do this podcast through video, because I love creating video, and I love also I want to keep following this podcast. So thanks guys for listening for my today's rant on change. I do want to actually talk about it more later on in the future, but right now I'm like scattered all over the place. So I want to be able to make sure to make this short and easy for you guys. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. If you guys want to continue to know more about the Flower Power podcast and future episodes, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and follow my Instagram page, and also on Facebook.